Hey, it's November 2024. This is Pocket Bear and my review of our new Frigidaire Induction Stovetop and Convection Air Fry Oven. So if you look on our channel, you'll see that we did a review about 5 years ago with a Jenn-Air induction oven and convection oven and induction top, and we loved it. And that's from my husband, who's a gourmet chef, going from gas, electricity to gas, and then from gas to induction, and never going back, and saying, this is it. This is the wave of the future. This is the way to do it. Total control, temperature control of your cooking. Amazing, easy to clean cooktop, low risk of burns, and just really, really easy cooking. Even I, who hate cooking, can do this. Our Jenn-Air lasted 5 years, almost to the day. Right before Thanksgiving, it died. And so we got 5 years out of it. We loved it the whole time, but we were a little disappointed that it was 5 years. According to TVAX, who we bought it from in Santa Rosa, a great store, by the way. We have like multiple appliances we bought from them. They said the salesperson said it was about 5 years a lifespan anyway, so it made its 5 years. We're used to ovens lasting our whole life, the life of our life in a particular house before we move. The oven should last the whole time, and so we were a little disappointed that this is our third oven in this house, and we've only been here, what, like 8 years. Anyway, so we upgraded because the technology has improved, and I'm going to demonstrate a little bit of that for you today so you can get an idea. So how induction works, and induction is the stovetop itself, okay? There's nothing induction about the oven itself. Induction is just the stovetop, and then the oven is an air fryer, which is absolutely amazing because it eliminated a ton of appliances, and our kitchen has very little counter space, so that was great. And then it also is a convection oven, so like your turkeys and everything else, just amazing. It cooks perfectly. So the induction, how does induction work? If you have a pot or a pan that a magnet sticks to, it will work on an induction oven. The induction stovetop is magnetic, so that it senses a pot that the magnets in the induction oven sense a pot placed on it, and they heat only the pot, which makes your cooking super, super efficient. You can boil water in less than 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes on the stove. That includes soup, things like that have contents in the water or in the liquid. It cooks perfectly. You can control the temperature perfectly. It's all digital. The race in the back of the oven, this is not an intake for steam. It's an outtake of heat from the oven. So it has nothing to do with the induction. It is more about the oven itself. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. So to activate induction, pots and pans that a magnet won't stick to will not work. So your old iron pots that your grandma or your mom used to cook on, that a lot of gourmet chefs cook with, that will work on this. It works perfectly. Things don't stick. So if food overflows from your pot and lands on the stovetop, you just wipe it clean. Little kids in your house, if you're cooking and they touch the surface of the oven, like a lot of times you're clumsy and you reach for the surface and to brace yourself or something, it will not burn them. It gets mildly warm, but the temperature, the heat, goes directly into the pot itself. So if they touch the pot, yes, they're going to get burned. But if they touch the surface, no, they're not going to get burned. So that's pretty amazing right there. So how does it work? And you can see there's these little quadrants, which I really love, and they bridge. They sense, basically, there's 5 quadrants, and they bridge across. So if you had a bigger pan or, I don't know, some kind of cooking instrument that you placed across these quadrants, it would cook them, it would bridge them. And then a little tiny pot could cook here, and again, a bridge, a little tiny pot. So how do you do it? You put your pot with its contents or not on the stove, and then you touch this power button and you hold it down, and then you'll see the digital reading coming up, and you'll see the on off, and you ask basically which quadrant it's in. And as you can see, I moved my quadrant And so over here, I moved my pot, it knew. It says there's a pot here, and so that's what I'm gonna heat up. And then you can control the temperature like gas. And I don't know if you can hear the fan coming on, but pretty amazing. And then let's see what happens if I take the pot off completely. Now it's saying it's blinking because it's basically saying there's nothing on any of the quadrants. There's no need to like preheat the oven or anything, and just touching the temperature now, it's going off and it's off. Very easy, very simple, spills, wipe out. The oven is totally amazing. So we'll show you the front digital screen. It has a timer, it has your clock, it has like a bit of food from last night. We're terrible about cleaning, by the way. And then you can see the air fryer basket here. It's all a convection oven, but with this dial up here, you pick what you want it to be. So let's say I'm gonna do toast, and that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna do right now. So I put my pieces of bread right there. Our dogs love peanut butter and toast. Notice the little pan to catch drippings at the bottom. So if you're cooking something like chicken wings for a football game or something, you could put your chicken wings in the air fryer and then a pan below, and the drippings will drop right on the pan. So it has its own two modes of cleaning this stove oven, but it's very easy to maintain the drippings in air fryers. So that's how you do that. And then shut the door and see if I can focus so clean modes, no preheat, steam roast, steam bake. I don't want that. Convection roast, cook and bake, broil, slow cook, air fry, bake. So we're gonna do air fry like that. And it's gonna set the oven, and it's gonna preheat the oven. So you can do toast, you can do anything in an air fryer, and you can set your timer, and you can lock the oven, as you can see. This is your temperature, so turning up the temperature, turning down the temperature, whichever you want. It's gonna be controlled with this knob here. So the knobs are nice for the oven because it allows you to not have to do touch screens. So if your fingers get greasy from cooking or wet from cooking, you don't have to worry about the touch screen not registering like it was with me earlier on the oven. So that's about it. We'll see how long this lasts. I have a couple other reviews coming up. I've been way behind. So future reviews, we're doing a cafe refrigerator. We're gonna do our dishwasher. We're going to do our Tesla Model X. We're gonna do the Luminaire sewing machine, possibly, but a whole bunch of other technologies that make our life a lot easier. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, just ask in the chat and I'll respond to you. Thanks, bye.